I feel real bad for is Indians.
Welcome. Welcome.
They get dogged openly because everybody thinks they're dead.
Indians don't talk like that.
These are not all dead, all right?
The idea of invisibility and non-representation is, I think it's a little complicated.
Yes, they fought savagely, for they were a primitive people, and self-preservation is a primitive instinct.
I think the representation isn't so much on Native people, it's how non-natives view natives.
I live in a house, not TP, like a house.
As a Native woman, we're very hypersexualized and romanticized.
How do you like the Indian recipe?
So I think that affects us in academics to just everyday life. They expect you to fit into this form that they would like, and when you don't, they silence your voice.
When it comes to mainstream media, we have this one narrative of history, but every culture has their narrative of history.
That diminishes our youth self-esteem because they're like, what's the point?
It seems like it's designed to devalue us as Native peoples.
If you never see a Native person portrayed as a human, a normal human, and you never meet one, 2% of the people are Native, every time I see them they're on TV talking magic talk, then you don't see them as human. It's easier to perform a crime on someone that you think is not human.
If you're always having misconceptions like mirrored back to yourself, then it's harder to get a grasp on your identity, or it tells you that your identity is invalid.
It's tough for me to even really imagine this system sort of valuing other cultures, I guess.
When we see ourselves or our perception of what society thinks of us on TV or the radio or in mascots and whatever the case is, that we automatically feel like we have to be in that slot, like we're automatically seen as that, and so might as well be that.
To add value to our people would be to have people involved as far as designing a society that we all get along in and that we all can share truths about each other instead of propaganda.
The worst that could happen is people would stop hating people for no reason. And if that's all that happens by getting rid of negative stereotypes, that would be great, but there's so much more.
I wonder if we need to get out in the world and actually have human conversations and ask people who don't look like us and don't think like us and don't live near us how they interpret the world.
All right.
Well, yeah, I definitely feel like education is important, and I want my children to grow and, get great educations. Whenever I was able to get out and, and learn and read and, research on my own, it does make you resentful. It makes you feel like, dang, can I even trust y'all with my kids, or because there's so much left out.
People are ready to hear our stories. People are ready to learn about our cultures.
By using story and injecting Native people into story that humanizes them, that makes them just another person in a story and not stand out because their nativeness.
Oh, it's really important that we work together for new narratives. We have so many opportunities, and it's really beautiful seeing Indigenous people be seen and heard and uniting with all of us, just telling our stories and sharing through our histories.